Hey guys, Starcraft here, coming at you with another walkthrough for Starcraft 2 Wings of Liberty campaign mode. And let's get started.
We still need to access the adjutant we retrieved from Tarsonis. Our old mercenary associate, Colonel Orlan, is an expert in Confederate code decryption. If our intel's right, he should still be based at the Mercaven at Dead Man's Port. He's not very trustworthy, but he's our best bet of breaking that encryption. Dead Man's Port. It's risky just waiting here with all these mercenaries around. Colonel Orlan's sure taking his time decrypting that adjutant for us.
Yeah, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Incoming transmission.
James, Orlan decrypted your adjutant, but he's planning to sell it to the Dominion. Must have been something exciting in there. He wants me to keep you off his back until they arrive.
That's nice, Mira. But why are you telling me all this?
Because I like you and Matthew better than him, of course. Match Orlan's offer, and I will help you take him out instead. He's paying in minerals, so I'll give you the same deal.
Done. Always a pleasure, Mira.
Don't take too long now. If Orlan comes up with the goods first, I will have to side with him. Oh, and say hello to Matthew for me. Ask him why he never calls.
It's gonna be hard to get minerals down there. We'll have to find salvage if we're gonna hire Mira before Orlan does. You think she'll help Orlan, sir?
She's a mercenary. She'll help whoever pays the most. All right, boys. We got a deal with Mira Han. Now let's get to work and get that adjutant back.
A Mira Horner, as creepy as that is.
Pirates have been stripping down ships here for years. It should be pretty easy to collect enough scrap to pay Mira off.
And this mission actually took me a couple tries because I didn't realize that you had to move really, really fast. But you definitely do in this mission. So what you have to do is, see there in the top right, you got the contract price, which is 6,000 minerals, and Rainer's minerals are steadily rising, of course. And Orlan's minerals are also rising. So you want to obviously get up to 6,000 before Orland. And new technology unlocked in this mission is obviously the vulture, as previously noticed. And you just gotta move fast. You gotta have fairly high APM for this one. Gonna take out this port junker for no reason. Take out that medic because that is an enemy medic. And while you're mining all this, you want to keep producing SCVs, which I believe I'm failing to do at the moment.
Present out here for you and Matthew. I never got to give it to him last time you boys were here.
Damn, Jimmy. Are those vulture bikes?
Good eye, Tychus. We can use them to lay mines around our base to hold off Orlan.
And there's the vulture we're speaking of. And I believe you also unlock the armory for the first time in this mission. So, gonna set down an engineering bag because you want to get those upgrades as soon as possible because obviously they help a whole ton. And these vultures, I believe, do extra damage to light units. Also gonna grab a diamond back there just because. And they also like to attack your base in this mission, so Diamondback's having a rough time of it. You got, what is that, 4 Marines in the base now. And Vultures are pretty weak, even though they do extra damage to light units. They're, I guess, the equivalent of Hellions, come to think of it now. So they are very weak. Now the tricky part about this mission is you have to collect minerals while at the same time spending it so you can take out the enemy forces. Like so. And one thing you should definitely do, which I obviously failed to do right here, is take your vultures and lay spider mines around your base. Because when you do that, obviously when Orlan's forces come to attempt an attack, they get destroyed by the spider mines with its awesome splash damage. As you can see, Orlan's obviously ahead by quite a lot now, about 2,000 minerals. And this mission, as you can see, like I'm doing, you know, I am behind at the moment, but I do end up victorious in the end. So even if you're behind, just keep trying and keep plugging along, just like you would, I guess, in a Starcraft game, you know? Even if you're behind, you just keep trying, because you never know what happens. And as you can notice, I just gathered about 700 minerals in just a few seconds there. And here we're going to just provoke them a little bit and engage while stimming.
Those shredders are constantly producing scrap we can salvage. We should check this area again later.
And like you said, just check that area again later. You know, they're just going to keep producing things. And started to engage, but then the base was under attack. Goliath going to put in a little bit of work there. Don't forget about mercenaries. I usually save the mercenaries for when I'm being attacked. Kind of a last second thing. Which might not be the best strategy, but it seemed to work for me. So now we're going to head back over here. Missed some salvageable scrap, as well as over here. And you definitely want to use hotkeys. As you can tell, I got my army set to 1, which I always do. Command center set to 5, and my barracks set to 4. And it definitely worked for me. But of course, just use your standard hotkey layout for, you know, your multiplayer matchmaking. And I'm going to collect all this, and as you can see, Orlan's still a little bit ahead, but we will have the advantage soon, because going to collect all this scrap. And as you can see, you got to find the Protoss relics, which isn't too difficult on this map. Constantly building and adding things to my army there. Gonna lay down some spider mines. And obviously spider mines do splash damage, like they did in Brood War. They seem to be just as powerful though as they were in Brood War. Maybe a little bit less, come to think of it, because Brood War they were very, very strong. As you can see, there's some Marines up on the cliff shooting at me. So that would have been a bad concave to get into. The enemy would have been in a concave. And it looks like I need to come save the day with my guys here. And I'm going to hire all 3 of those mercenaries there. As you can see, I'm pretty much moving around with a fairly small force even. But it's just enough. You want to have a couple medevacs, of course, for your bio units. Something I didn't do, maybe even an SCV to repair the, what are they called, the vultures there. And as you can see, we're as far as behind as we were from Orlan. Now we're only about 700 minerals away. And this mineral patch is about to finish off, so then what you're going to want to do is relocate right up here on this ridge where there's more mineral patches. And those SCVs are set to auto repair, so they're going to run around repairing what they can. And I'm going to set those guys to go mine right there. And check this little scrap station here again. And I'm not really too worried about Vespine. And apparently the base is under attack. So gonna come back and save what I can. Because although we're not there anymore, you know, we don't want your mercenary compound to get taken out like it just did. I'm gonna try to save what you can. Diamondback got destroyed there, no biggie. You want to constantly upgrade from the engineering bay as much as possible, because obviously that immensely helps out your infantry troops. And obviously something I failed to do was build an armory, because at the time of playing this I didn't realize that there was an armory tech. I majorly overlooked that part. So when you play, definitely get that armory, get the upgrades on your, I would say armor upgrades for your vultures, because they are very, very weak, just in general. And I officially hate supply depots. And here we got a battle going on. Orlan's army there. That's, you definitely want to take out these command centers because that is part of Orlan's income, obviously. And for some reason he is too stupid to grab this salvageable scrap right by his base, but I guess that's good news for me. Another Protoss research point, only one left. And want to save this Marine up here. No point in losing a Marine for no reason. And got one more Goliath up in here. So as you can tell throughout the mission, we are actually ahead of Orlan. That's nice right there. So only a few more, I guess, salvageable scrap pieces to get, and our income is definitely helping from those mineral patches. And as you can tell, there's one more Protoss research point right there. So you're going to want to head down here and get it. And unfortunately, I was not able to get it before this section of the mission because I got 6,000 minerals.
All right, Mira. We both know you're ripping me off, but I'm gonna hire you anyway.
My forces are yours, Jim. I'm so glad I got to side with you and Matthew.
Oh, you scheming little. I'll show you what happens to double-dealing backstabbers.
Did all of these forces, production facilities, very, very nice. So there you go, you can destroy that, I guess, destructible barrier and grab the last Protoss research point. And Orlan is pissed, and now you need to go and destroy his military fortress, which he will not be too fond of. And obviously we've got all these Terran forces here that we just got for free, so we're going to put them to good use and take out one of Orlan's encampments, I guess you would call it. And you could probably get away with using Stim Pack a little bit more liberally than I am. Although I don't believe I have any medics in my army at the moment. Maybe 2. And gonna get more upgrades there from the engineering bay. There's really no point in grabbing all this salvageable scrap unless you're gonna keep building up your army, but you don't exactly need to at this point.